You and your partner, both over 50, are seeking ways to revitalize your relationship. Your routine may have made things a little dull, which can affect your connection as a couple. But what if I told you that there are two simple positions that have the potential to completely transform those intimate moments, not just physically, but emotionally too, because it's not just about technique, it's about connection, it's about presence, it's about feeling seen, heard, and cherished in this video. I'll show you how a few simple changes based on real experience and scientific studies can bring you more pleasure, deeper bonding, and lasting satisfaction. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps us reach more amazing couples like you and lets us improve our content for people who actually need it. Also, leave a 1 in the comments if this topic speaks to you, or a 0 if you're just curious. Every response helps. Let me tell you about something that happened to me and my partner. Not too long ago, everything in our intimate life felt kind of dull. Not broken, not awful, just dull. Have you ever felt that way? Like the spark is fading, and no matter how much you care about each other, nothing seems to reignite that excitement. Well, one day, without any planning, without any big talk, we made a small but powerful decision. We decided to approach our time together differently before anything physical even happened. We paused, we looked into each other's eyes, we shared slow, gentle kisses, not rushed or goal-oriented. We talked about things that really mattered, memories, fears, dreams, little joys. And just like that, we felt a shift. It was like reigniting a flame that had been quietly fading for years. From that moment on, everything changed, not only physically, but emotionally. Our time together became more intense, more meaningful, and far more satisfying. I realized something profound for many women, especially mature women. The important part isn't just physical, it's how present and connected we are in that moment. And it's not just me saying that, according to a Harvard University study, couples who develop a strong emotional connection before intimacy experience significantly higher levels of pleasure and satisfaction during and after. Because it's not just about the body, it's about feeling safe, valued, and emotionally seen. So if you want to know how just 2 simple positions can deeply improve your intimate life, stay tuned. I'll give you not only practical tips, but also emotional insights drawn from real couples and real studies, so you and your partner can feel closer, more desired, and more alive than ever before. Oh, and by the way, my name is Laura. If this is your first time here, I want to welcome you to a space where we normalize intimacy after 50, where we talk openly about love, desire, and emotional reconnection. Subscribe and tap the notification bell, because trust me, this might be the most important journey you take together in this chapter of life. Let's dive in. Number 1, the connection that keeps the passion alive. This isn't a position per se, it's the foundation. It's what makes every touch, every moment, every kiss matter. Emotional connection. It's what makes the flame of passion burn, especially as we grow older, because, let's be honest, what keeps women invested isn't just the act. It's how they feel during and after. Many women, especially those over 50, say, what really matters is how safe, loved, and respected they feel around their partner. It's not just the physical act that counts, it's the invisible current between 2 souls. In fact, studies from relationship psychologists show that emotional connection is more important than technique for long-term couples, particularly for women. So the key to reigniting passion isn't found in some magazine trick. It's found in your ability to be truly present, to actually be there, not distracted, not rushing, not task-focused, but in the moment. Being physically close to your partner isn't enough. You need to feel a deep and genuine connection. Here's a tip before a private moment. Slow down, talk to her about something light and joyful. Tell her a story, touch her hand, gently look into her eyes. Not just for a second, but really look. This may seem simple, but these small actions can completely transform your connection. when my partner and I slowed things down, when we stopped trying to get somewhere, and just enjoyed each other. It was like we rediscovered everything we loved in the first place. Let's talk about the power of spooning, a position many overlook, but one that holds deep emotional and physical benefits, especially for mature couples. When my partner and I made the decision to break out of our routine, we didn't start with fireworks. We started with warmth instead of jumping straight into anything physical. We simply touched, lovingly, hugged, and lay side by side, our bodies aligned, hearts beating in sync. And that's when something beautiful happened. The connection we built through this closeness, skin to skin, breath to breath, made everything that followed feel more intense, more emotional, more real. If you want to spark passion again, you don't need grand gestures. You need small, meaningful moments. Let her know that you want her, not just for her body, but for her presence, for her laughter, her warmth, her stories, her soul. This makes her feel valued. And when a woman feels valued, she opens herself up emotionally. And yes, physically too. The secret power of spooning. You might think spooning is just a cuddly gesture, something sweet, maybe even a little boring. But don't be fooled. For many mature women, spooning is one of the most intimate, emotionally grounding experiences. It's not just about being close. It's about feeling safe, held, cherished when she's wrapped in your arms, lying in that quiet intimacy. Her body and mind can finally relax, and that sense of emotional security, it doesn't kill the passion. It ignites it. In fact, when a woman feels secure, she's far more likely to explore, to express, to open up both physically and emotionally. A study I read revealed that couples who cuddle skin to skin, especially in spooning positions, experience higher levels of relationship satisfaction, emotional bonding, and even long-term desire, and it makes sense. Spooning allows her to feel protected. She's not just lying there. She's being held, seen, trusted. Want to make it even more powerful. Whisper something soft in her ear. It doesn't have to be poetic, just something kind. Tell her how beautiful she is, how lucky you are to be this close, how much you've missed this feeling. Let her hear your heart through your words. Now, let's talk about something a little more unexpected, a position that's often seen as playful, even bold, but for many mature women, it holds deeper emotional meaning. It's called the reverse cowgirl. Yes, it's exciting. Yes, it's visually stimulating, but it's also so much more than that. Especially for women over 50 in this position, she's in control. She gets to choose the pace, the angle, the intensity, and that control. It's not just about the act, it's about the freedom to feel powerful, confident, and completely unapologetic about her desires. Why control matters. Think about it. For years, many women have felt like they've had to perform, to meet expectations, to suppress what they really wanted because they were too focused on pleasing someone else. But something changes after 50. She knows who she is now. She's not afraid of her body or her boundaries, and when she steps into a position that allows her to lead it, awakens a part of her that might have been buried under years of routine. A friend of mine once told me that the first time she tried this position in her 50s, she felt liberated, not just physically, but emotionally. She said, "For once, I didn't feel like I had to be perfect. I just had to be present. It wasn't just pleasurable, it was empowering." She felt seen, she felt wanted, she felt in control of her own experience. And that's where you come in. Even though she's in charge physically, your role is still crucial. You become her anchor emotionally and physically support her, encourage her. Let her know with your hands, your voice, your gaze, "I'm here, I'm with you." Take your time, explore. Did you know that research shows women experience significantly more pleasure and satisfaction when they feel in charge of their own sensual experiences? It's not about dominance, it's about freedom. When a woman feels trusted, when she feels she can explore without judgment. It builds emotional intimacy like never before. From your perspective, this position also allows you to admire every part of her, the way she moves her confidence, her rhythm. But more than what you see is what it means you're witnessing a woman who's comfortable in her skin, who knows what she wants, who is not afraid to go after it. That is incredibly attractive and incredibly powerful. So don't underestimate the emotional impact of the reverse cowgirl. When she feels safe in her power, when she knows she can lead without being judged, it creates a new level of connection. You're not just lovers, you're partners in exploration. Let's talk about something subtle but deeply powerful, something most couples completely overlook: rhythm. Not the kind you hear in music, the kind you feel, because rhythm and intimacy isn't just about movement. It's about emotional tuning. It's about learning to listen to her body, her breathing, her subtle signals, and responding in a way that says, I see you, I hear you, I feel you. Why rhythm is everything we often think, that satisfaction comes from doing things right, using the best techniques, or trying something new. But the truth is, what matters most is how attuned you are to her natural rhythm. Every woman moves differently, breathes differently, responds differently. Especially as we grow older, a woman's body changes and her needs shift. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that for women over 50, arousal tends to build more slowly, but when nurtured with patience and presence, it can lead to richer, more profound satisfaction, often more intense than in their younger years. That's not a decline, that's an upgrade if you know how to listen, how to tune into her body. Start by paying attention to her breathing. If it starts to deepen or quicken, you're on the right track. Notice how her body responds to your touch. Does she lean in close, her eyes arch her back? These are her body's way of saying, yes, more of that. And here's the part most men miss. Don't be afraid to ask. Just whisper, do you like this? Or, tell me what you want. It's not weakness, it's strength, because nothing is more attractive than a man who cares enough to want her experience to be amazing. Change your rhythm based on her cues, not your own timeline. Start slow to build anticipation. Then when you sense she's ready, match her energy, not too fast, not too forceful. Just present words matter too. And don't forget, rhythm isn't just about the body. It's also about the words. You choose a gentle whisper, a compliment at the right moment, a soft, sincere, you're beautiful, or I love the way you move. Those little words. They can send her over the edge in ways no movement ever could. Because for women, especially over 50, feeling wanted, understood, and appreciated is what unlocks real passion. It's not about finishing, it's about feeling. This isn't a race. There is no finish line, only connection. Now let's talk about something that many couples, especially those over 50, often avoid: fantasies. Not because they're wrong, not because they're inappropriate, but because for so long we were told that fantasies belong to the young or to the movies. But here's the truth. This stage of life might be the most perfect time to explore them. Why? Because now you're no longer focused on impressing anyone. You're not performing, you're not rushing, you're finally free to be real, to be honest, to rediscover desires you might have buried years ago. Let us talk about our dreams. After age 50, many people think that erotic imagination fades, but studies show the opposite. Research from the Kinsey Institute found that both men and women in their 50s, 60s, even into their 70s, continue to have rich, vivid fantasies, sometimes more emotionally intense than when they were younger. The real difference between couples who drift apart and couples who stay close. The courage to talk about those desires. It might feel awkward. At first, you might hesitate, but once you open that door, once you share your curiosity with each other, it becomes exciting, playful, intimate. It's not just about the fantasy itself. It's about building a space of trust where both of you feel safe, heard, and unchained from judgment. how to start that conversation. You don't have to be dramatic. Start small. Try saying, "I've always wondered what it would feel like to... Have you ever thought about... Would you be open to trying something a little different next time?" Simple, soft entries into the conversation. And remember, fantasies don't have to be wild or extreme. They can be as simple as trying a new room in the house, adding music or candlelight, wearing something new, planning a weekend getaway where everything is about connection, not chores. The goal isn't to shock each other. It's to rediscover that spark to play again, to say, we're still alive, we're still learning, and we still want each other. Listening is the key when your partner shares something. Don't judge. Don't rush to fix. Just listen. Let her express without fear. Let her voice her curiosity. And trust me, your openness will awaken something powerful in her. Because after 50, fantasies are less about doing and more about feeling. Feeling adventurous, feeling sexy, feeling seen. This is a time in life when love is more intentional. Trust is deeper and pleasure is more emotional than ever. So if you thought you'd already explored everything, I promise there's still so much more waiting for you. All it takes is courage and curiosity. Let's bring it all together. Now, everything we've explored, connection, rhythm, presence, fantasies, and freedom, it all points to one truth. Intimacy after 50 is not the end of desire. It's the beginning of something deeper, something richer, something more honest, something that transcends physical touch and dives into the very soul of who you are as a couple. Be fully present the next time you're with your partner, whether it's a kiss in the kitchen, a cuddle on the couch, or a shared laugh during a walk. Be there, fully look at them, not as someone who's aged, but as someone who's grown, who's evolved, who's been through life with you, and still wants to discover new parts of it. With you, don't rush the moment. Don't chase a result. Savor every second, because the truth is, life is too short. Not to love deeply, this chapter is yours to rewrite. You may believe that passion has a deadline, but that's just not true. Passion isn't something you stumble into, it's something you build moment by moment, choice by choice. And when you choose to be present, to connect emotionally, to explore gently, and speak openly, you unlock a kind of intimacy that most people only dream about. So, what's next? If you've made it this far, thank you. Thank you for choosing to invest in your relationship, your partner, and yourself. And remember this, you are not too old. It is not too late. And love, real thrilling. Emotional love is still yours to feel if you felt connected to this message. Let me know in the comments type. We're still growing, and let's remind the world that age doesn't define desire. Presence does. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos just like this. Until next time, stay close, stay open, stay in love,